And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Brady. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And now a first down following that long gain. On the counter, here's McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Now McCoy. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. On third and long, it's Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Brady going to go on fourth down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Play clock winding down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, it's Newton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, Williams. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Newton on third down. And that is incomplete. The Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome, the intended receiver. Now 4th down. Now they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 3 yards remaining here on second down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Brady to throw on second down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jadeveon Clowney from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Defense showing blitz. Time running out here on the play clock. Now following the interception, here's Newton. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Newton now on second down. Dancing to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
He's got time in the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Off play action. Newton eluding the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Julio Jones from 8 yards out, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still one up. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Brady going to throw. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. Now the ball comes loose. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumble. And it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big...
Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up a lot. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Brady to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned a ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On 1st down, Brady. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 3rd down now following the completed pass. Kelsey out in the slot right. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From midfield, here's Brady. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Looking deep downfield. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 49er, Deion Sanders. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Curse in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the former 49er, Deion Sanders. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now following the intercept, in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
There's Newton now on 2nd down. He's got his target, the tight end Newsom. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the 50, Newton. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Panthers are set up now with a 1st and goal. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now receiver in motion left. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it with Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the play clock's running down. Williams will try again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. Caught left side by Hilton. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Newton. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
And that pickup on the 1st down, That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's Newton. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Play clock winding down. 3rd and 2, Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Newton. He's got time. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Kelsey out in the slot right. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 1st down, Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.